name's Charlie Martin. I'm documenting my fucking journey to success. And this week has not been too bad, despite me actually only making like 210 dials this week instead of 500 like I planned. Why did I only make 200 dials? Well, so what happened was Monday and Tuesday, 100 dials each day. Wednesday, I only get to 10 dials because I actually end up having almost like two kind of half discovery appointment ish calls. I called one guy in Boston. He mainly does foundations, even though he does roofing, he mainly does foundations, so it was a bit hard. I probably should have had more conviction and confidence on that call, just talking to him. And then Wednesday, I also called the girl back. She said to call back in 2 weeks, like 2 weeks ago, and that went really well. She's still a little bit skeptical, but she kind of admitted she knows she has to spend money on marketing. So she kind of just wants to see some visual examples and see a little bit on what kind of strategy or idea I might try implement. So I'm going to try and give her a little bit, but not give away so much that it just rules me, needing me out of the equation, or not rule me out of the equation, right? Because I think you always need help, but I don't want to give her the idea that I can be ruled out of the equation. That's probably a better way to think about it. So yeah, basically, I done less dials, but on Wednesday I actually spent about a similar amount of time as I would have spent if I had done 100 dials. So I wasn't mad. Didn't feel guilty. I didn't feel anything else. As well as that, I ended up doing more kind of different work on Wednesday as well with something else. And then Thursday and Friday, I had to basically research for both of these guys. For the Irish guy in Boston, I had to research a little bit to do foundations and example ads and what kind of strategy I might try to implement with him. And I had to do the same for the roofer. Why? Because I think the way we kind of agreed to it was definitely with the girl on Friday, I'd show her stuff. And then with the Irish guy, he just wanted to know what way it worked. Did he just have to give me the login or the setup, or what it was it? So I just had to do that way, and I had to research. Again, it's not that it wasn't in my mind. I just had to research and make up a little bit of a guide onto how to give us access to the Facebook and so on. Then with the girl, I had to research example roofing ads and stuff, and then I gave her a call on Friday. She had a bad headache. She said to call back in a few hours, and then it went to voicemail. So I'm going to call her on Monday. I don't think that she's just blown me off or anything like that. I think she's excited because when I called her on Friday morning, I said, "Oh, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm really excited after what I've seen," and I could hear like kind of an uplifting or an excitement in her voice too. So I think she's looking forward to it too. With the guy on Friday, I think he's just started to get a fucking call center or something. I called in on Friday, and a fucking call center guy answers the phone, and it's his phone number. Still went to a call center, and he said he took down my information and to call me back and all this shit. So I'm gonna have to try call him again on Monday. I'm gonna have to try figure out something to get to him because I really want to make the sale, even though I'm not fully sure if I can get help from him. I think I can definitely try something out. And he's already invested in Google Ads, and that's working for him well. So this could just be another avenue for him. Now with the girl, the roofer on Monday, I am like 100%. I have to try get her. Like I think it's very possible, and I'm actually very confident that I could actually fulfill and get good results for her too. The foundations guy, part of me is kind of not too mad if it ends up not working out because I think it'd be a tough job to get done. I'm not actually sure I could do it, but with the roofing girl, I am like fucking up here that I will get results, or at least something that she'll want to keep working with me. Both jobs are pay after result, is what it is. I'm just trying to, again, I'd work for free if I could, but everyone's gonna be scared if you offer to work for free. Then the last bit on why I've only gotten 200 dials is basically, maybe you've heard of 5M GTRP. I don't really play it myself. I used to play it a while ago, maybe a year ago, and during that time I basically learned how to make in-game assets to sell basically. And I got there was another server that was interested, a community, in getting me to do some work for them. which in total it's probably only about 100 quid this time, but over the next few while it could build up to, you know, 1,000 plus euro worth of work. Now, why am I diverting my attention from that, from, you know, what I'm doing now, cold calls, to trying to make a grand a month with one guy, to just making probably minimum wage or below minimum wage with how long it takes to make stuff? Why am I doing that? It is because I'm not sure how well. I know how much longer I can last. I can last until about the end of the summer, with the amount of money I have. But that's not including if I start to try upgrade or buy anything else. So I'm gonna try make money when I can, and, you know, take the opportunity when I can. And I'm not gonna really. I'm gonna do my best not to let that interfere with the cold calls and other things that I'm doing. But I'm just gonna take the opportunities, as long as they're not like completely switching up. Like, I did take those 2 days off, but realistically, I was doing other work as well on top of that, so I was just really, really busy this week. But in future, my plan is to keep up with the dials, and if I get other work, I'll do the other work too. Just so I can, you know, make sure that this has some longevity to it, and that it can keep going, and I'm not restricted by finance or money. That's why I was busy. But again, I'm not really too guilty. I'm not too mad at myself. I'm not too unhappy, because I've actually was still doing work. I wasn't taking a break off work. Now, the last thing I've done this week is I've looked at changing my script. I posted a video there the other day, and a few of you guys were saying as well that maybe change the script. I think you guys said my tone seems alright, just change the script and maybe it'll do a bit better. I myself thought I needed to change the script a little bit more. I've taken some inspiration from Jeremy Miner's NEPQ kind of questions, whatever, and I'm hoping that this new script that I'm going to run is going to be better. Again, I'm trying not to turn into one of these guys who changes niche, who changes everything every fucking week, but I do think that I'm going to stick with this one for a while, I think. And yeah, with that being what I think will be a big pattern interrupt, I think this is, like, logically, you know, because usually you're working off data and, you know, forget about your opinion when it comes to scripts. But I do think logically, and judging off the data that I've seen, is that I've never seen someone recommend that kind of script that I've taken inspiration off, where you ask them a question and a little bit, it's not so salesy, versus usually every SMMA thing is, you know, hey, have you got 30 seconds, or do you want to hang up? Or, hey, this is a cold call, do you want to hear what I have to say? Or, hey, we've never spoken before, can I explain? And it's not to say that those things aren't going to work. It's just from what I've seen, I've never seen a guy say, you know, hey John, my name's Charlie, it's just Charlie here, could you help me for a second? You know, I've never seen anything like that in SMMA. And maybe it sounds like I'm building it up to be something really great. I'm not saying that's really great. I'm just making the point that I haven't seen it before, and I think it could be a good pattern interrupt, and that's why I plan to use it, and hopefully it works well, more than anything. And that's what I'm hoping. And other than that, it's just about keeping up dials. Hopefully, really, really, hopefully, I can close this roofing company, this girl, on a deal. That'd be great. Even though it's a free trial and whatever else, I'd be over the moon. Honestly, with school and stuff, I can probably only take 2 to 3 clients anyway, and at that rate, I'd probably already have to start looking at hiring it out to someone else, or, you know, working like that. But then again, do I even have the time to try and build a team, do these different things when I'm in school? I'm not sure, but that's a fucking bridge I'd cross when I come to it, you know. It'd be a good fucking problem to have. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm close to a client, really, really close. If I can get this girl on a good call and I can sell well and show good examples and build confidence and conviction in her with me, I think there's a chance I can get something. If not, if I don't get it, we'll move on. I'll keep fucking dialing. I'll fucking dial until I get someone, and even after I'll keep dialing, of course. But that's where I'm at right now. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you where I am in week 10. Bye.